Super Bowl's over and we have some breaking news with actual proof. This is actually very serious, guys, that the NFL, as a matter of fact, is scripted, is rigged, and it's an entertainment business for the sole purpose of entertaining you guys. Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs end up winning the Super Bowl at the end of the game, and we have some concerning news that if you haven't seen roaming around the internet, social media, you're about to see right here. And it's a very weird moment in the game. Salo, I think you can agree it was a weird ass moment.
Man, so many weird moments.
So many weird moments, and I know what you're thinking. You guys took the 49ers show. You guys are saying that because you guys lost. No. Take a look at this exact moment in the fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes, as you can see, runs 2-3 yards past the line of scrimmage. She ran 2 to 3 to 4 yards at most. As you can see, the TV puts it at second down. The commentator said it's second down. All of a sudden, it's a first down when he clearly ran 3 to 4 yards. Nobody said a thing. The game went on, and we pushed forward. I think the weirder part about this specific situation is if you go find it online or try to find it online, it's very hidden because it took me a while. It took us a while to find this video. This exact video. You can find videos of Taylor Swift and Kelsey kissing. You can find any freaking video. You can find videos of Ice Spice doing signs with Taylor Swift, but you can't find the rigged moment. Now, why is that? The moment that they messed up, it's being hidden. I find it weird. You guys let me know in the comments. Is that a weird moment or what happened? To be honest, I know I said this last time out, but this is the last time I bet the NFL.
Yeah, man. No. I mean, you said it yourself. It took us a while to find that. You know, I was looking at highlights of the game. Nowhere to be found. The only clips we found of this was people recording them on their TV. So that's the only clips we found of this moment. Sketchy moment. 1st and 10, runs 2-3 yards. Should be a 2nd and 7, maybe a 2nd and 6 if you're counting a little bit more. And it turns into a 1st and 10. Commentators, even the box score had it at second down. Then it kind of goes away. No one looks, and then it's a 1st and 10, and no one blinks an eye.
And I think what makes it weirder, the fact that we couldn't find the video online, but we were like, okay, let's go look at the full game and find that specific moment and then put it for you guys so you guys can see it. That exact moment is zoomed in that specific moment so they don't show the second down and they kind of just blank it out from the actual footage of after the game. The proof is in the pudding. It's right there. You guys see it. Go rewatch the game. There's clips online. Put NFL rigged, and this will probably pop up from people videotaping it specifically on Twitter. Yep. Twitter's a free platform and they show that shit pretty much every day. I think another weird moment was, I think the second flag Kansas had on them, against them, was in overtime. Second flag. There's 2 flags on Kansas City the whole fucking game. And I saw a lot of fucking holdings, but
no, I mean, that makes no sense, right? But it's the same narrative over and over again, I feel like, throughout the season. Even when, you know, they were jumping offside or whatnot, you know, they wouldn't call it, no flags coming in. We saw plenty of holds, plenty of holds on that O-line, you know, keeping
specifically on Boza, man.
Yeah, man, and they were just holding him back, choking him, throwing him on the floor, like everything you could think of, and camera's not even looking there. They just try to hide it, no flags, everybody complaining, but they just got it their way, man.
A lot of things that happened their way. How about Greenlaw's weird injury?
Another weird injury, man.
What was that? Biggest defensive players for the 49ers gets injured running into the game.
He was like waiting for the whistle, and then like out of nowhere he like kind of goes in, and then
you see the ankle pop. I'm not saying that was planned or anything. You clearly see the ankle popping, but wow, how does that happen in that game? And then his replacement allowed a touchdown and like 70, 80, 90 yards. They targeted this guy right after Greenlaw got injured. I mean, the big elephant in the room is, come on, man, how do you miss that extra point?
The difference of the game right there. Yep.
How do you miss that extra point? I'm pretty sure he hasn't missed an extra point all fucking season.
All year he's been perfect, pretty much. It is what it is. They missed it, but that's a key moment in the game, right? Yeah. That forces Kansas to go for a touchdown versus that field goal at the end, and you know, we got a different ball game there.
We did get a different ball game, and the last 3 facts, which was Greenlaw's injury, the field goal missed, and the no flags thrown, I mean, that's all part of the game, right? Like, it's here, it's there. I mean, it's happened in benefit to us, right? We won because of those situations. That's part of the game. But the unacceptable part, the part that's clearly in your face, is that play where Mahomes runs for 4 yards to clear second down and they make it a first down.
It was really 2 yards. We're giving him an extra 2 just because. Fuck it. But not 10.
The funny thing too is nothing's going to happen out of this. Nobody's going to say a word. The NFL is going to get away with it. Millions, if not billions of dollars were swayed one way because of a missed fucking call, and nobody's going to say a word. I personally lost $12,000. That play could have been it. But nobody's saying a word because it's the NFL and because you might sound like a conspiracy theorist. It's not. It's right in your fucking face. The NFL is rigged. They planned this shit out. This whole Taylor Swift thing, it was all planned out for that exact moment. Don't doubt if next season Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift aren't together. Their contract's fucking over.
That's so true.
It's true, man. It's true, and I'm over it. I'm over it. NFL, loved it. The season turned me off significantly, and it will be the last time I bet the NFL. Gonna stick with the sports I know best that aren't, I guess, maybe as planned or rigged. NBA, MLB. MLB is the safest sport to bet. It's pure data. It's pure skill.
Yep.
The only person that could fuck with it is the umpire, and the margin of error is very tiny because it's the strike zone. That's pretty much it. That's the sport that I stick to. That's why I do so good in it. A little upset to say the least.
Yeah, man, just not the NFL year we expected. Right?
No. Feels shitty. Ending those two games like that. You got 49ers, you got Ravens. And yes, guys, obviously losing is never fun. We lost to Ravens and then we lost to the 49ers against Kansas City. So yes, I mean, I'm fuming a little bit, but it was just the situations in those games, how they happened. Against the Ravens, the best rushing team in the league had the lowest amount of rushes the whole season in that game. They had a total of 8 when that's how they've won the whole season.
Makes no sense,
Explain
man.
that to me.
I'm cool with losing as long as it makes sense, right? As long as it's a fair fight, you know, or we just didn't show up, or, you know, whatever the case is. But when there's sketchy little situations like that, it's just makes it.
Yeah. But guys,
everything.
NFL's over. Take a note of this. I mean, if you're gonna take NFL, which you probably are, because it's the biggest sport in America, take it lightly. This shit, if anything, this proved a big point. The whole Taylor Swift situation, this last game, how weird it was, and the moments we've called out throughout the year. The Rams covering in the last second because the 49ers were a 7.5-point favorite with all the money on them. Dallas
against Detroit.
Don't quote me on this, but this was by week 11, 12, 13. The biggest favorite with the most amount of tickets and most amount of money each week were like 4 and 7. Like, it was just a big discrepancy where it's like, NFL, we're done with it. On to NBA, on to college basketball, and then on to MLB, the best sport in America. MLB, I don't care what you have to say. I love MLB. But let's get to NBA. Trade deadlines, man. Some crazy shit happened.
A lot of good trades around the league, you know.
Some good, some bad. I'm going to start with my favorite one. And it might not be yours, it might not be your guys's, but OKC's not a team that's probably going to win this year. Somebody's going to coach them out. But Gordon Hayward to the OKC Thunder's big, man. I think he has experience. He's a three-point shooter. Needed to get the fuck out of Charlotte. It's a shitty team. And I think they're going to be star-studded next year. They're going to be a dangerous team.
I like it. I like the trade. I think Hayward, you know, he doesn't have to be like a star in OKC, so he could just stick to his guns, kind of give that veteran presence, come off the bench, whatever it may be, but he's there to help. I think it makes him deeper. Yeah. It's a good-ass team, too.
Yeah. Who's your winner of the trades?
Man, I really, really like Buddy Hield to the 76ers.
What an awful pick to say that was his favorite trade. Buddy Hield? Really? To the 76ers?
I love that guy. I think he's a fucking
star. But you think that's the best trade? Over Siakam? Over OG Anunoby?
I mean, no, OG was a good trade. I like the OG better than the Siakam. I just can't stand the Knicks. So it's like...
The Knicks won the trade deadline, bro.
Yeah, with Donovich and Alec Burks and OG Anunoby, whatever, and then the Heat, you know, just fucking...
They're comparing them to the Detroit Pistons of like back in 2000 when Richard Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace...
Studs. I mean, the Knicks are good, man, but it's always the same thing with the Knicks. They always look really good on paper. They get to the playoffs and they stink it up. But I gotta say, I love Brunson. I think that kid is a freaking stud. He's love Brunson. When he signed that big deal in the Knicks, I was like, bro, I don't know if he's worth it. Yeah, you know, I thought he got it big because I didn't see enough in the Mavericks. And bro, has that guy shut me up, man.
He shut him up, and I agree with you. But if he's shut down, I see them struggling to beat big teams.
Yeah, I mean, what's the center's name or the power forward that dislocated his shoulder?
Julius Randle,
man. I don't know what to think of him, right? I think like he's a big contract they have there, like, but I don't know if he fits. I don't know. It's like sometimes he wins the games and a lot of times he loses.
He's a dog. For them. He's a dog. I like him, but I see what you're saying 100%. I would still go with the Heat all around healthy, just because of their defensive efficiency. You got players that can close out games like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler can close out a game. He's proven to do that. And Knicks, in my opinion, are missing that. Jalen Brunson hasn't proven himself that he can finish a game just yet. There's very few finishers in the league.
I'll tell you what, though, I'd love to see that matchup again. Knicks this year. Both teams healthy.
Bro, I would love to see that one, or I would like to see Knicks Cleveland. In my opinion, I know we're Heat fans, but Cleveland Knicks, just a rematch after last season. Cleveland was supposed to take that round. They got destroyed. They remember that. They got better. Donovan's playing like a fucking animal, man.
Yep.
He's playing like a beast.
Guys,
I wish he was
shutting everybody up. Yeah, I know. And those trade rumors keep popping up. And I'm like,
my God.
They're too good to be true.
I mean, let's see what happens. The Pacers are another star-studded team. They got Siakam.
Today, I actually read that that there's rumors that Paul George might end up somehow, some way back in the Pacers in a couple.
This year?
Not this year.
No, it can't be this year.
Probably next year or the year following. You know, all those fucking rumors.
Yeah, and LeBron's going to the Cavaliers again.
Nah, LeBron's going to the Heat. lock it in at like plus 35,000.
Nah, no fucking way, no fucking
With
way.
Bronny James.
Oh,
a waste of a draft pick, but at least we got LeBron for a couple years.
So talking about the NFL like being rigged, you know, and this is just like pure conspiracy, right? I'm not saying this is a fact or anything, but
conspiracy theories.
NBA now doing a 3-point shootout with Sabrina from the WNBA, I think she is. She's a great shooter, and nothing against her. But is the NBA ratings tanking so much they gotta bring in a girl to hype it up?
Oh man, I mean, I think it's got to do with the All-Star Weekend, right? I mean, we were talking about it earlier. The All-Star Weekend kind of lost its touch. It's been very boring. Like, I haven't tuned into an All-Star game in years, dude. And it's just, ratings are plummeting. And now it's okay, maybe Saturday I might tune in just for that stupid little shootout.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
like,
she's gonna win, you know?
Yeah, oh, of course, it's all scripted.
Gonna win, it's the news, that's gonna be hype. Steph Curry loses by 1 to Sabrina. Can the girls play in the NBA now? Holy fuck if that happens.
But it's gonna get an audience, right? And all those people from that WNBA are gonna tune in because all the girls are gonna be like, oh my god, let's prove a point, we can shoot. It's
and this is not to be mean, but all the girls are already tuned into the guys' NBA. So if anything, it's gonna attract like different girls. With WNBA, like I feel like they watch it, and then the NBA guys watch the WNBA. You know, like it's vice versa. They both support each other. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, they're trying also to push the WNBA a bit. I think we can agree there, and this helps that agenda to help the WNBA grow and make more money for them, because there's a big, I guess you can say, gap and a lot of complaints as to why they get paid less and all that. And I'm not here to defend any point. I'm all about business. Whatever brings money, that gets you paid. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however it goes, the guys have the attention and they make all the money because that's who people want to watch. So the girls have to do something to make it super entertaining so people want to watch it too. That's just my tip of the day. Don't cancel me.
No, I mean, but it's true though. They've been trying to like bring them in, because I remember years past they'll bring in the WNBA girls to the celebrity games or to the Rising Star or one of those challenges that they would shoot from like all over the place. So they're slowly but surely. So now, I mean, Sabrina being in the 3-point contest, that's pretty big.
That's big.
She's not in the official 3-point contest, but you never know. Next year they might want to switch it up and just throw a couple of them in there, and people are gonna keep tuning in, bro. It spices things up. I gotta give it to them, bro. They're gonna get me to tune in, right?
Well, I mean, think about the tournament this year. It spiced it up. It increased the viewership significantly. I mean, I watched that final. It made me want to watch it.
In the middle of like a random like November.
I was more entertained on that than, let's say, NFL at times, because I was like, oh my god, it's the championship. So I think it will add that extra spice to it.
Yeah, definitely.
I like it. I think it's all cool. I mean, as long as it's all fair and game and there's nothing. What?
A little scripted.
Oh, script, man. I mean, I wonder what the fuck the script is for the next 10 years, because they probably have it. Is this just scripted for the next 10 years? And if the next 10 years you got WNBA playing the NBA,
I would pay to watch that.
I would pay to watch that.
See, that's something I'd pay for sure. Watch a WNBA team play.
But allow them to play all out.
Oh no, I mean,
all out. The girls want to play the guys.
Yeah, it's all
game.
Like I want to see. Like I would love to see that game.
I wouldn't be able to do that, bro. Like imagine driving in hard on a girl. I'd probably like back up.
But you remember when Brittany Griner said she could beat Boogie Cousins in a one-on-one? I would pay to see that too. They should start incorporating that stuff. That'd be interesting though.
Poster the fuck up. Poster the fuck up and dunk on that. And
I'd put a little bit of sprinkle on Brittany Griner money line.
Because of the script.
Yeah, you never know.
Guys, NBA is going to be our prime sport moving forward. We're going to have more picks. We already did one session of NBA, which went 2-0. NBA is a great sport for me. And then MLB, guys. Preseason starts here February 25th. My best sport by far. So stay tuned to this show. And before I let you guys go, I got a little special announcement. And it's for those that are starting off or seasoned. If you want to make more educated picks, I feel like that's lacking in this industry where people don't know where to look for things. They're picking plays just based off their gut and wondering why they're losing. So wouldn't it be better if you had the top websites that professionals use, a tracker that could track everything to a T so you start catching on to patterns and start winning more, a course where maybe it teaches you the basics and some fundamentals and processes so you start making better picks and more? Well, that's what we're doing here. We're doing a special offer for people that are starting off completely cheap. I think it's gonna be what, like 97 bucks?
Yeah, man.
97 bucks is gonna get you picks for 7 days, my top websites, tracker, a course, and my processes and systems. Guys, as you can see, a lot of people are looking to sell you picks for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, trying to help you guys by giving you guys resources, tools, and things that are actually gonna benefit you long term. And we've been working on this diligently for you guys, and we're about to launch it. And we got special news coming next week about something that, I don't know how to put it, but it might excite the shit out of you. Let's just say, imagine you have $100, $200 and you can get a $5,000 betting account that if you prove yourself, you can actually get funded. Is that something you'd be interested? Well, if you are, stay tuned to next show because I'm gonna talk about it more. more. And if you're interested in that $97 offer that includes all the tools, go ahead and comment below or message us on our Instagram. As always, guys, our links are below. Follow the Telegram, follow Salim, follow me, follow our page, communicate with us via there. And as always, guys, share the show. That's why we grow it. Salo, any parting words?
That's it. Excited to see NBA season play out, and MLB, man. You guys are gonna love this stuff.
I love it. I love it. Guys, invest, don't gamble. Catch you guys next week.